Hey everybody, Black Ninja 797 here, and Merry Christmas. Today is going to be the Myth-Busting Mondays Christmas special, and I hope you guys are not only looking forward to it, but I also hope that you guys end up having a really good holiday. In terms of the episode, for the final myth, the last myth is going to be, can you kill a zombie with a prop? Not necessarily like an environmental hazard, but more rather like just an object that's within the map. So something, for example, like let's say a thing of dish soap, or a can of beans, or the TF2 cereal. So I'm looking forward to showing the final myth to you guys. I'm also looking forward to showcasing this episode. If you guys have been enjoying today's video, please drop a like, subscribe if you are new, and if you have a myth of your very own that you would like to have be featured in next week's episode, please by all means leave it here in the comments down below. Or also alternatively, you can leave within my Discord server, which is going to be linked down below in this video's description. All that being said, guys, I hope you end up enjoying seeing the Left 4 Dead 2 Myth-Busting Mondays Christmas special. Myth: will Coach not launch as far if a tank punches him compared to other survivors? Alrighty guys, so for myth number 1, this is going to be submitted in by Taco Twins Gaming. Alright, so I am playing as Ellis, Dan is playing as Coach, and after the tank ends up hitting me, this is where I land. Then Dan is going to run into the tank as well and see where he ends up landing, and it looks like he lands in literally the exact same spot. And this is the case multiple times over, which means that the myth is going to end up being busted, or Cole in this case, since it's the Christmas special, because nobody likes Cole. Myth: does the M60 do less damage than the AK-47 despite the M60 being a tier 3 gun? Alrighty guys, the second myth is submitted on by Wulon Durley. So just as the myth ends up stating, he also wants us to test it a certain way by going into expert mode and then comparing the M60 to the AK, so that's what we're going to be doing. So I'm in expert mode now, and I'm going to count how many shots it takes to end up killing the tank on full HP. Now I am going to fast forward the footage a little bit just so that way it's not really boring here to watch for you guys, but after ending up shooting him with a good amount of bullets, around the time I was at 68 bullets left, or in this case, after shooting him 82 times, he finally had dropped dead. Alright, now we're going to be switching over to the AK-47 and doing literally the exact same thing. And the funny thing is that when it comes to the AK-47, even though, yes, it is a tier 2 gun, it does kill faster than the M60. It only ended up needing about 71 bullets instead of 82. And just for funsies, because it was listed, I'm also going to be just showing you the starting pistol. This ended up taking 119 bullets to kill a tank on full HP on expert mode, which is just absolutely insane to think about. So the myth is going to be labeled as confirmed or present, because even though the AK is a tier 2 gun, yes, it still does kill quicker than the M60 in comparison. Myth: can you get soft locked on Swamp Fever Chapter 1 if a smoker pulls you out of the ferry as the gate closes? Alrighty guys, myth number 3 is going to be submitted in by Isaiah. Now the main thing that is standing between us and in the way of a certain result is timing. Now with this first attempt, what we're going to try to do is have Dan be the smoker and me be the last survivor, and then I'm just going to give him a countdown, I'm going to run for the button. Now just for clarification's sake, apart from the timing, the other main thing that we're running into that was kind of a problem was getting stuck on the dock itself, because where the dock meets the ferry, there's really like only a few areas where you can just get over the lip and then the smoker can fully yank you out. And that's only if you can even hit the button, because the smoker's tongue shoots ridiculously fast and the gate closes also ridiculously fast. Now for the sake of a hypothetical example, I'm going to help Dan out here a bit by hitting the button for him. And if I hit the button, then he's actually able to get successfully yanked out, because he's not far enough where the gate closes on him, and since I'm hitting the button for him, we don't run into the issue of him not being close enough to the button to be able to hit it in time before he gets grabbed. So in a hypothetical situation, if Dan was the one that hit the button there instead of I, then this myth would be confirmed, but we were just not able to replicate this exact result in solo play. And since we were not able to get the result that we wanted in solo play, I'm only going to give the myth plausible, or mistletoe in this case, because I thought that'd be cute. But yeah, I'm more happy with labeling it as plausible only because of the fact that we ended up technically cheating by doing this in co-op, and this is my compromise. Myth: can an angered witch shove things into you and cause an end cap? Alrighty guys, the fourth myth is submitted in by Keto. Now the object that I'm going to use is going to be the car. Now I want to end up showing you guys this example of the witches actually moving the car, which is insane because they're able to move it here to the point where it almost ends up falling off of the roof. My objective was to try to get the car to be knocked onto me and kill me, like, by just falling on my head in Looney Tunes fashion, but they ended up killing me instead, and I accidentally got the wrong type of death. Here's another example of the witch's strength. I have 2 of them trapped in these alarmed cars, and over time, as they're hitting me, the cars are inching closer and closer. And keep in mind that this is 2 cars stacked on top of each other, which is just absolutely insane. The thing is with the alarmed car situation here, however, though, is that, unfortunately, there's no way for the cars to run me over. I feel like the car would have to fall on my head, like in the first example, in order to actually kill me. But the witch is shoving it, and they're shoving it kind of easily if you think about it. So I'm going to give this myth plausible because in the right circumstances, if they can get something to fall on my head, I feel like they could kill me. Alrighty guys, and now it is time for the final myth, and once again is going to be, can a zombie end up getting killed by a prop? Not necessarily something too crazy, just any mundane random object you would find out in an environment. Final myth, here we go. Myth, can you kill a zombie with a prop? Alrighty guys, the last myth is submitted in by Orbital. Now when it comes to a prop, what is exactly the parameters that we are specifying as a prop? Because a prop could be anywhere from, like, let's say, a thing of dish soap lying on a kitchen counter, or dropping a car on top of a zombie's head. And I don't think you guys would find it very exciting if we just went with option 2 of just dropping a car on a zombie's head. So instead of using things like environmental hazards, we're just going to be using random things you can find mundanely around the environment. Now, to showcase the myth in a way that makes it where it's completely readily apparent that the object is what kills the zombie and not like us accidentally mailing or shoving him to death while trying to hit him with said item, we're going to use something like a television, something that you would probably find in like a Looney Tunes gag or something. Now, after what it felt like an eternity trying to end up hitting the TV from a long distance at the zombie, we ended up figuring out that the TV is intangible anyways to the zombies, because you can see that his leg is sticking completely inside the television and there's no collision whatsoever. So when it comes to this myth, I'm going to label it as busted, because even though it's not a car, it's still a really heavy-ass TV, and those old-school TVs are not to be messed around with. That will hurt you if it falls on you or hits you in some capacity. And if it's not even affecting the zombie remotely whatsoever, I think it's safe to say that nothing else is really going to do it unless it's something like the car. Alrighty guys, but that is it here for today's video, and I do truly hope you guys ended up enjoying the Left 4 Dead 2 Mythbusting Mondays Christmas special. And if you did, please consider dropping a like, comment, subscribe, follow, and all that beautiful stuff. And if you guys have a myth of your very own that you would like to have be featured in next week's episode, please by all means leave it here in the comments down below, or also alternatively you can leave within my Discord server, which is going to be linked down below in this video's description. As we wrap up the video guys, I want to mention 2 quick things. Number 1, I have a second YouTube channel now. It is called Black Ninja 797 Extras. And on this channel, I'm going to be uploading and posting additional content that you would normally not see here on my main channel, such as gameplay walkthroughs, funny moments with my friends, and Challenge Accepted, which was a series I used to do here on my main channel where I play games that you guys requested me to play. If you guys want to check out the second channel, there is a link down below in this video's description. I also wanted to say thank you and shout out to Epic Games for being my first ever sponsor. I have a supporter creator code with them, and the code is just my name, Black Ninja 797 in all caps. And if you guys want to, you can use it in the Fortnite and Epic Games item shops. Anybody that uses my code or has used it before in the past, I tremendously appreciate you. And yeah guys, with all that being said, I hope you end up enjoying seeing another YouTube video from the most unique YouTubers ever going to see. Thanks for watching guys, I love all of you, peace out, and Merry Christmas.
Hey meme lords, Jesus here, and you better have enjoyed that video there by the eternal god Daddy Ninja. You should probably subscribe too, or the mighty Moab will come for your balls. If you enjoyed the video, you might like it too, and give me the memes. Flash, bang, boom!